As an artist, it's happened to me that something became timeless, but I don't like it. I think things should be for their own time, and each time this is some kind of an upheaval culturally. The role of art is making something to show to somebody that has something to say. If you don't have anything to say about the relationship of human beings to objects, don't make art, do something else. That's the reason that I ceased continuing making paintings at one point. The paintings were fine and they were saying what I wanted, but it was lacking the means to go any further. I had to find another way, and that was gesture and language and other things. The art world is dealing about real reality of life. It doesn't come from my mind to your mind. It's usually a relationship of real objects and things to each other, materials. Of course, if you're really dealing with reality, it might just mesh. And it might be the right thing in the right time in the right place. The work obviously has a resonance in it. I just did the thing in the Zócalo in Ciudad de Mexico. It seems to function very well with people. It seems to function with the Marel at the Perez, with the opera taking it up and all. It doesn't tell anybody. It says presume a destination, assume a position. You don't know what's inside. You have to presume it. Accessibility is to make the work available for people to see. And when museums were not showing the work that I was doing in the 60s and things like that, you put them in commercial galleries. When commercial galleries were not showing, you put them in alternative spaces. It's your job to keep putting them out on the street until somebody comes along and says, I don't want to use it. And once you find the platform, you take the platform and you do it in the best way you possibly can to enhance the work, and you present it, and then you walk away. I don't have to do anything except put it into the culture. I have to make something that's in conversation with the culture as a whole. And art is the same thing. Art is just as long as it's accessible, it doesn't matter what it costs, and it doesn't matter where it came from. If it's accessible for all people to look at, at some given point. Everything is related to my existence as an artist and my career, all of the work. It's always in its own time. I'm 75 years old. I've been showing since I'm 18. But I mean single, solo shows. So I'm one of those artists that wasn't that unpopular that it was impossible for me to show. So I've been able to show since the 60s. Well, that's a big deal. It was not designed to place me in history. I fell into a hole, like Alice in the rabbit hole. And I'm really glad I did. This allowed me a scope that I had not imagined was possible without constantly fighting for it and arguing and filling out forms. It just entered into the culture and it functions in the culture. I'm genuinely grateful that the road I chose is at least comprehensible to some people and is useful. Its reason for existence was basically to disrupt things. My job is not to fuck up your day on your way to work. It's to fuck up your whole life. So you stand there and you realize, oh, there is another value structure. That's the whole thing in a nutshell.